Hey guys, BMAN here. Welcome to today's video. Today we've got an awesome one for you guys. What we got today is how you can pull blueprints that you don't own. Like you see right here, you can get the Warzone ranked play reward sniper. You can go along and you can get the nuke reward SMG from previous Warzone nukes and the melee weapons and all sorts. You can go along, you can save those as blueprints like you see here with padlocks, and then you can take them into other modes and you can use them in other modes. Well, if they're Black Ops 6 weapons, you can take them into zombies and you can use them in zombies. You can take them into multiplayer and you can use them in multiplayer. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to pull blueprints, and I'm going to also show you guys how to equip them in all three modes. So with that said, you guys know the deal. Get down there if you haven't already. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not already. Leave me that awesome comment. We'll have a quick word about today's sponsor, and then we'll just get straight into this, guys. If you want to unlock Dark Matter, Abyss, and Nebula camos in Black Ops 6, or grind them extremely quickly in bot lobbies, be sure to check out MitchCactus. They're the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, which will help you with weekly events and rare bundle codes for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Browse their 1,500 verified Trustpilot reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers. They're the go for all your things Call of Duty. Use code BMAN for 5% off, and thanks MitchCactus for sponsoring today's video. Okay, for this video, I'm going to be basic on the blueprint pulling and all of that stuff. Now, I've already covered how all of these classes work and don't wipe stuff and everything. If you missed those previous videos, you need to go back and watch those, because understanding all of that will help you being able to use everything. I'm not covering all of that in this video. What this video is it's going to show you guys how to equip these guns that are padlocked into your classes so you can use all those guns that you've pulled in the past and you've got saved on your profile. As a bonus, I'm also going to briefly cover how to pull blueprints in Warzone, but this will also work in multiplayer, so you guys that didn't already know how to do it are able to do it and get some blueprints to be able to use in all modes. We're going to be showing you guys how to equip the pulled blueprints that get padlocks into all modes, into zombies, into multiplayer, and into Warzone. With that said, how to actually use them and all of that stuff in the classes is actually a totally separate thing in itself, and you need to understand that separately. So I've got a total separate video for that. It's about an hour-long video to cover how to use all these classes, how they work, and all of that stuff. So you either already know that stuff or you need to go and watch that video. Up to you whether or not you make that effort to go do that, but that is all the information is in another video, and it's the main video, an hour-long one on my channel. So that works really well with this video. For this video, we're going to quickly show you how to pull blueprints. I'm going to turn this gumball blueprint right here into a PPSH blueprint that we don't own. This blueprint right here, then we're going to save it. It will have padlock, and then we'll show you how to equip it and use it in all three modes, just like you see here. We have these down here. This is the ranked play blueprint that I don't have unlocked, that I don't own, but we're running it, and we've got the nuke rewards and all sorts. So you'll be able to run them just like everything. So let's get in and show you guys how to do all of that. Okay, we start off with the blueprint pulling. For the blueprint pulling, we start off with the gun in our class that we're going to use to be able to pull other blueprints from. Then we need to swap to our gun that has a camo on it that our profile does not have unlocked on anything, and that camo needs to cause the classes to wipe when we equip it. So when we equip that camo like this into our class and we back out of our class and come back in, that gun gets wiped out of our class. That is a requirement for this way that we're showing in here. I've got other videos on other methods, but this is what we're showing today. So we're going to load in game, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Most people are going to ask how you get the camo like that. Go and watch my previous videos. They show dupes from how you can pull the camos from your friends' accounts and all sorts. Go and watch my other videos if you don't know how to obtain camos that your profile does not own. So we load in and we select our class. We quickly go back into our class and select the gun that has the camo that we're not able to use. So we come along, and select that gun. Then we back out, we come back into our class, and we just select the gun that we're trying to pull a blueprint for. We just select the base of it. You can either say create new if you want, or you just select the base like this. As you see, we get the gun with the blueprint. Then we simply just go along to finalize that and make it stick, is go along and reselect the gun with the camo that we're not able to use. Just like that, it's that simple. We now just say leave match, and we get back to the menu, and we have the gun there that we're trying to pull, and then we can save it. So we get back to the menus like this, and we come to here. Then we come across to our weapons tab, and there's the gun right there. All we do is we simply just make a change to this gun. Keep in mind, if you go along and you don't have multiple of the gun that has the camo on it that you're trying to thing, when you save this, it's going to replace one of these. So if you don't want to lose these, you can go along and duplicate it so you got an extra one before you go along and edit this to change it. We edit this and change it, and now we've just saved that gun there. We've now got this gun here, which is this gun, saved. Right? So this is how you will pull the blueprints, and you'll get them saved on your profile with padlocks. Now, how you would keep this gun and stuff like that is, we'll go and watch my hour-long tutorial, and it will show you guys how to use broken accounts properly and how to go along and save guns by deleting another one and then going back to the one that you just created and then going along and duplicating it to create a copy of it, so that when you replace and create another gun, it doesn't replace that one, and so on. That's getting too technical for this video. It's already explained, and it's in the technical hour-long video. So those that need that information, go over to that video and find it there. But with that said, now that you know how to obtain the guns that are padlocked, let's go and show you guys how to equip them and use them in all modes. Keep in mind, for multiplayer and Warzone, these also, this glitch here also ties with the hour-long video. That's why it's so important you need to watch that, because we're going to be using these classes down here that do not wipe. So you need to be able to use the classes that do not wipe with camos you're able to use and unowned, okay? For Warzone and multiplayer, because otherwise, if you put the guns into classes that wipe, they will wipe out. But if you pull them in that class like you see here, they won't wipe out. So there's different ways to use it, but go and watch the hour-long video if you don't already understand all of that. It's really vital that you do understand that to be able to use this stuff properly. Okay, now before we go and show you guys how to equip all the padlock weapons, let's go and show you how to pull the melee weapons. So the melee weapons is different. You don't need to do it in game. What you want to do is you want to go along and put in the gun, the base weapon variant of the melee weapon you're trying to pull. So for us, it's going to be the pickaxe. Now, for this, you want a camo on that weapon. So you either equipped it and then go along and equip the camo, or you go along and you do what we're doing, just to get the gun with a camo. Well, get the melee weapon with a camo on it, okay? Then, once you've got it there with a camo on it, back out to this screen and then go back in just to secure that there. Now, after this, again, we're going to need, just like before, a gun with a camo that our profile does not own, so it wipes. We now need to go in and we select a blueprint for the melee weapon. I happen to know that this just gets a cool blueprint that we're after, so we select this here. Then we go along and we select the gun that has the camo on it that wipes our class when we select it. Then we back out of our class. Now our melee weapon will turn into the blueprint for the whatever it was that we pulled. Now, because we had a camo on the starting melee weapon, we can now go into here, and now we can alter this by removing the camo off this, and that will save that. We've now just saved a melee blueprint with a padlock. So now we can also go along and I can show you how to equip these melee blueprints with padlocks. Now again, you won't be able to use these padlock stuff in these classes that do wipe, but in these classes that do not wipe down here, you're able to use all of this stuff. So let's go on and get on to how to equip this stuff. Okay, Warzone's a bit different to the other modes, so if you're doing it for Warzone, pay attention to Warzone. This is Warzone's way. So for this, you need the broken account glitch, so I'm not going to be showing you guys how to do that and going into details. Go and watch this video if you haven't already got the broken account glitch. It's vital you watch it because it comes with warnings with this broken account glitch, and you need to prepare to do it first. So this video, go and watch this if you don't already have the broken account glitch. Most people watching this video video probably already have it, so they don't need to go watch this video. Let's carry on. So you've got a broken account, and you know what I mean by that. It's the broken account glitch is where you can go along to a gun, you can just go up to any weapon, you can say duplicate on it and say create new, and it comes with all of that stuff, right? The broken account glitch, right? So you need to have this. This is a requirement to be able to do this. Now that you've met the requirements, you've got that glitch. All that this requires is that you need to have the weapon not padlocked. So this line here, it can't have a padlock on here. The blueprint itself can be padlocked, but the weapon itself you need to actually have unlocked. So you will not be able to use this method to equip weapons that you have not unlocked. So when a new DLC weapon drops and you haven't unlocked it yet, you won't be able to use this to equip that. You'll have to unlock the gun before you're able to equip its blueprints. Keep that in mind. With that in mind, let's go along and equip the guns. So we're going to, for this video, we might as well go along and equip this blueprint that we just pulled. So we go along and we say create new on the PPSH, just like this. Then all we do is before we leave, we come back to the blueprint that we're trying to pull equipped, and we say duplicate on that. Now make sure that the gun that you said create new to is on the same weapon that you're duplicating the blueprint from, like so. And now we will go along and we back out to this screen right here for Warzone. Then we go back in, and now that gun that we duplicated is now equipped. So now we come back to here, and there that gun is there equipped. Now if you put this into the classes that do not wipe, you will have no problems using it, and if you know how to use these classes that do not wipe, you'll be able to use it in game and everything. Now these classes come with a whole tutorial for themselves, so you need to go and watch the other video, my hour-long video on how to actually set up the classes that do not wipe to be able to run all of this stuff in Warzone. But this is how you get them equipped into Warzone. So now we can go along to another weapon, and we can just equip another weapon that we do not own. So we'll come across to the sniper rifle. This one right here, we want to equip this ranked play reward. We come across and we just say create new on the sniper. Then we go straight back in to that gun and we just duplicate the one that we're trying to equip. Then we back out of that class completely, all the way out to here, and then we go back in, and now we have that blueprint equipped. It's just that simple for Warzone. Then to use them, well, you just have to do the same things that you've always had to do to be able to use these classes. We're not getting into that stuff for this video. That's all explained in the other video. You either already know how to do this, or you need to go and watch the other video. So that is where you're at. Now let's go and show you guys zombies and multiplayer. Now we're heading over into zombies, and we'll show you how to equip those blueprints that we've just pulled, those locked blueprints. So the melee weapon is really simple, really easy. All we do is with the broken account, we've got this here, right? We go along and we say create new here, and we get the pickaxe, but it's not the blueprint. Then all we do is we go along to the duplicate on the one that's padlocked, and it's just that simple. When we back out of to here, we've now just go back in, and now it's there. It's just that simple, guys. This easy. So we've got this weapon here. We'll just go along and equip the new SMG that we just got that's padlocked. We come along, we say create new, we back out, and then we just go along and we duplicate on the padlocked one. Duplicate, and then we back out into the screen here, come back in, and now we have the new blueprint there that's we just got. Simple as, easy as, both of these guns. That's simple, guys. We've got over in multiplayer, we can come along and we can do it over in multiplayer too. So we can come to here, we can find our sniper rifle, this one here. We just come along, we say create new, we back out, and we go in and we duplicate the one that's locked that we're trying to equip. We duplicate it, and then we just back out to this screen here, and then we go back in, and then there it is there, equipped, guys. It's only Warzone where you have to back out so far, and same with here. We can come along, we can say create new on this, we can come out, then we go along and we say duplicate on the one that's got the padlock so we can equip it. And then all we need to do is back out this far here, guys. And now it's there in that class there, right there. So we'll go in game and I'll show you us using this right here. And also, before we show all this working, massive shout out to you, Grimy, for coming into my stream and making me aware of this new method to be able to actually equip these lock stuff. We already had ways to do it, but it was much more complicated than this method here, so it just makes it a lot more streamlined. So thank you, Grimy. We appreciate you bringing this to the whole community. Let's get in and show you guys us using these. Now, when it comes to using these things, you either understand how this all works or you don't. If you don't, I highly recommend you go and watch the other video. This stuff, it's too technical to explain in this video, and I don't want to cheaply explain this stuff and then you mess it up because you didn't get the right amount of information. So if you don't know how to use these, go and watch the other video that shows you how to do this. But for this, we're going to go along and we'll just delete this thing here, and then we'll dupe the other one in. So where is it? This thing here. We will duplicate it in and we'll select that here. And there you go. We've got this cool gun working, locked blueprint that we pulled over in Warzone, working in multiplayer and everything, guys. It's just that awesome, guys. So with that said, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not already. Leave me that awesome comment. And guys, if you haven't checked out the long video that explains everything, do yourself a favor, go over there and watch it. Get yourself coffee, write some notes, and become a glitch god just like me. With that said, keep being awesome. I'll catch you on the next one. BMAN, out.